Hey, what's going on, everyone? How you guys doing? My name is Matt Jarbo. Welcome to 3 Buck Theater, and I just got done watching The Boys, Season 2, Episode 1, The Big Ride. And I don't know about you. I've been waiting over a year to see what happens next. And today, Amazon dropped the first 3 episodes of Season 2, going away from the binge watching method that was the first season. And I'm both happy and upset about this. For one, I think binge culture has kind of ruined some shows. And two, I really want to sit down this whole weekend and watch everything. So right now, this is kind of my quick thoughts about the first episode of the show, which wasn't as, in my mind, hard hitting as the pilot episode from last year. But it is a nice continuation to the story in setting up what's to come. But it's a bit of a slow burn. And it's really good in the characterizations. So obviously picking up, I want to say maybe a couple months, not even that, couple days really, after the events of the season finale. We've got Huey and the boys stuck with the Haitians, friends of Frenchies, that they're kind of living underground while, they're working for them a little bit, helping them out while they're smuggling guns and drugs and all sorts of other things. Huey is working with Annie in order to get Compound V to basically take down Voght and take down the Seven. And then Butcher is nowhere to be found. But at the same time, Homelander is trying to do everything he can to usurp the powers that come down from the 97th floor. And I love that because Anthony Starrs, oh my God, he's at the top of his game in this episode. He's fantastic. He now feels that he is off the leash completely after the events of the last season. He feels that he now has full control. He puts a puppet in Elizabeth Shue's place from the last season, that PR lady. He puts her there in order to control her, to get all the dirt. But the thing is, I think they realize that he's using her. And so Giancarlo Esposito's character is going to do whatever he can to maintain the control that he has. And that was a great scene too, which I'll talk about that here in a second. So what you have is you've got Huey and Annie, and they're trying to get Compound V. And they do this by more or less blackmailing. Well, not even more or less, by absolutely blackmailing another super. Right now, this guy is a dude who can regrow his limbs. So what he does, and this part, like I was laughing my ass off at this. I love the fact that this guy more or less whores himself out as a BDSM escort, allows people to cut off a limb, whether it's an arm or a leg, or if you drop that extra grand, you can cut off his dick. And it allows people to really kind of, feed into this, like, just terribly, sadistic, sadomasochistic fantasy. And he makes good money and it all grows back and it doesn't hurt him at all. But Annie's able to use that to basically blackmail him in order to go and get Compound V. Although we already can tell at this point that something bad's going to happen with that, right? We can already tell that something bad is going to happen. Then you've also got Homelander. Again, he gets in that big fight. Not even a fight, the confrontation with the higher-ups, right? The boss of the company, because he wants control of who's going to be in the Seven. He wants to set his own agenda. He wants to control the marketing. He thinks he is going to run everything, that he is king shit. But he gets smacked the hell down in that whole fight, which I really like. It shows him for being, yes, he's all-powerful. Homelander is all-powerful, but it shows that he simply doesn't have the ability to contend with these suits, especially Giancarlo Esposito, who's doing his best Gus Fring in this particular situation. And I love it when he's all like, do you know about the history of Voght? Do you know the real history? And you find out that the guy who started the company is a dude who's sitting there, he's working for the Nazis. He was at Dachau, and he was experimenting on the Jews. He was experimenting on all those people and developing Compound V. And then you get a name, you get Soldier Boy, which is brought up as being when he defected over to the States and he gave us what their version of Captain America is, Soldier Boy. And we now know that Jensen Ackles will be playing Soldier Boy in season 3 of The Boys. So we now know that's coming, and that's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know to what capacity that's going to happen, but I'm really looking forward to that. I really want to see how it's all going to go down. But I love it because he's basically like, no, we're not a superhero company. We are a pharmaceutical company. And you're literally just the poster boy. You're the product. But he knows about Homelander creating supervillains as a way to put the Seven into the military in order to get that contract. Because remember, that was his ambitions from the last season. Well, Voght didn't want to do that. And now they're running around kind of stuck in that world that Homelander created, trying to clean up his mess, realizing that it's only a matter of time before the public finds out. So what that means is that Annie and Huey, man, they're up for some serious shit. They're going to be dealing with some serious stuff, because if Voght is fully aware that this will eventually happen, that means they are absolutely preparing for every possible contingency. And when that moment comes, and I think it's going to come pretty quick, when that moment comes, it is going to be wild as hell, and I can't wait to see what happens. We also got to meet Stormfront in a clip. The only clip that we got was what they had released online with Aya Cash coming in and playing the role, and I think she's going to be a great foil to Homelander, especially because she's not going to give a shit about anything that he does. So I'm looking forward to seeing what her superpower is and also what her super deviancy is. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then, of course, at the end of the episode, Billy the Butcher shows back up because Frenchie called him, because now they need a real leader, because they went to Jennifer Esposito from the CIA and somebody took her out. Now, we don't know who. It was someone with some kind of telekinetic ability. And again, not too sure who that person is just yet. They're kind of hinting that it is the boy. And the boy is the character that they saw getting smuggled in. And he got into an altercation with one of the Haitian gangbangers. And he hoisted up the ship. And he hucked the ship at this guy. The guy lived, but like, holy crap. So this dude's got telekinetic abilities. He's got that ability. So they're obviously letting us know at this point that they're trying to set that up as the narrative. They're trying to set that up as this being the villain. They're trying to make sure all of those things are going to kind of like lead towards that path, which then tells me that we are going to get like a bit of a misdirection. But yeah, that was about it. I mean, there wasn't a lot of action in the episode. Really having Black Noir going to the Middle East and taking out the terrorist who what was his name? I forget his name, like Nadim or something. But I liked his slogan. It was burn the truth, because he can explode into fire. And that was great, because as Black Noir takes off that guy's head and he's walking out. This is in the opening of the episodes. I don't know why I'm talking about this towards the end. But as he's walking out, like, there's that kid, and the kid just sees that dude's head, and he kind of looks up at Black Noir, and you're thinking like, oh, Black Noir is going to kill that kid, because that's exactly what freaking Homelander would do. Except he doesn't. He picks up the little toy and he kind of shakes it at him and sets it on the bed and goes on his merry way. Once again, proving that Black Noir is the absolute shit. He is the GOAT. I think he's going to have a good fan base after this season. I think people are really going to like him as being a very, very modified version of Snake Eyes. And I love the fact that these characters all have the tropes that they're based upon and that they really put them in these absolutely terrible lights. But the Deep is the one at this point I'm the most interested in, because the Deep had probably one of the worst storylines of last season, but it seems at this point they're building it up. So the Deep, he's rock bottom. He's drunk. He's out of the Seven. He's still in Sandusky, Ohio. And he ends up being saved by, I think it was Lucky Eagle Eagle the Archer. That was the guy. That was his name. Eagle the Archer. And then that dude introduces him to basically Scientology, right? Well, I don't know what this teacher, this woman's thing is yet. We're going to learn more, obviously, about that as this thing goes down. But now the Deep is going to find Christ. The Deep is going to find teaching. He's going to find enlightenment. And I mean, look, the thing I love about Chase Crawford in this role, is that he's going to have the ability to play that ultra douchey, born again Christian. We all know the archetype, and he's going to play that masterfully. And I'm excited. So this was just my quick reaction. I don't know what's going to come next. It's a bit of a slow burn episode, still really good, an hour and 2 minutes, a bit long, but it set up a lot for the next coming episodes. I'm going to dive in right now to episode 2 and 3 before I go to bed. And of course, these are going to come out. I'm going to do these every week. I'm just going to do my quick reactions, probably just audio, because I'm just like, I don't really feel like turning on my lights and whatever, and putting pants on. That's the other thing. And I want to hear your thoughts, your opinions. Let me know what you guys think about episode 1 of season 2, The Big Ride. Let me know down in the comment section. I'll talk to you guys all later. Have yourself a great day. Thank you again for watching. If you want more boys content, subscribe, like, comment. Please comment what your favorite part of the episode was, because For me, I think my favorite part of the episode was when Jennifer Esposito's head exploded. Just because like you could kind of see it happening, but I loved Huey's reaction, which is why that's what's on the thumbnail, just him like and like the blood and stuff, because it just goes to show you how ultra violent the season's going to get. Now that Butcher's back, oh baby, it's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. Again, guys, your thoughts, your opinions, let me know down in the comment section. Talk to you guys soon. Have yourself a great day and peace out.